Hey everyone, it's Healing Crystal and welcome back. Today I'm going to give you your moon reading for the Gemini moon, as well as a pick a card healing message at the end of the video. If you want to skip the moon reading and go straight to the healing message, you can go to the timestamp down below and pick the timestamp for Amethyst or Rose Quartz, and you can just listen to your reading. I do recommend listening to the moon portion of the reading. We are still in the waning crescent period of the moon. This normally leads us to a new moon, and it will, but this one is special because it's also a solar eclipse. And the eclipse is in Cancer. So since Gemini is the final sign before the solar eclipse, it is the final days leading up, and it's the time to make the final release before the new moon eclipse. Gemini brings us back to our early elementary days of simple communication. How is your communication going lately? That is what really might be brought to your attention. The communication we are speaking of is more about where your mind is going when other people are talking. Where does it wander to? Are you really listening to them, or are you just waiting for your turn to talk? Are you holding back communication? Are you keeping something from someone, and is it making you nervous? What you resist persists. If you aren't sharing something simply because you don't want to ruffle any feathers, please stop, because that doesn't benefit anyone. It doesn't help you, it doesn't help them. It doesn't help anyone with their soul growth. If anything, it prevents their soul from growing. Experiencing pain helps us grow. When you change your communication to not make someone feel bad, keep in mind that neither of you are growing from this, and it should be said. So you need to say things even if you don't want to. Even if it hurts, you need to. The more you stop speaking your mind in fear of losing something or someone, you will find that the universe will show you that that is the wrong way to live. You really need to release those mentalities and stop being so scared to speak your mind and communicate your truth. Our candle color for the day is red. Strength, passion, and intensity. I'm not afraid to let others see me as I am. What is your calling? Are you living your truth, or are you holding back? If you're living your truth, do you have any doubts about your path? The red candle is here to encourage you to leave behind any reservations. The chakra card is the sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra connects you with your sexuality, creativity, finances, and relationships. It is formed as you age through childhood and develop your own individuality from your parents and other key family members. Improving this chakra will improve your romantic relationships, connect you better with your passions in life, help you achieve professional success, and help you overcome moments you feel betrayed. So you need to ask yourself, what were you doing most recently where you felt truly connected to your passions? What has been a recent achievement at either school or work that you are most proud of? Do you even have these feelings inside yourself? Because if you don't, you definitely need to be working on your sacral chakra. You need to feel like your biggest fan of your. You can't be your own fan, no one else will be able to. If you haven't done so yet, now's your time to pick a pile. We have the Amethyst pile, Rose Quartz pile. I'll have the timestamps down below for your quick healing message. Hello, pile number 1. This is your healing message for the Gemini moon phase. The crystal that you pulled was Amethyst. Amethyst is really good for people that have anxiety, have a difficult time trusting the process, and they let that get the best of them. And they can't have faith in the future. They don't live for the now, and they're too worried about what's going to happen later. So you need to not worry about what's going to happen later, and you need to focus on the present and know that at least, if anything, the present moment makes the future. So you need to be in the present moment to not have this anxiety in the future. And the anxiety now is what is causing the anxiety in the future. You're a very spiritual person, and you need to follow your spirituality, but make sure that you don't get lost in the meaningless mumbo jumbo, because like everything else, spirituality can be filled with, idle thoughts and pathways. I'm not sure how to say what I'm saying. So maybe that's it. Maybe you don't know where you're going with your spirituality and you need to organize it a little bit because you're getting lost and you need a little bit of a direction so that you can stop focusing on it so much. Because if you don't know where you're going, you're constantly thinking about it. And then it's too hard to live in the moment because you're constantly thinking about where you're going. You're being anxious about it. You can't trust in it because they don't think you've put the right amount of thought into it. Many times in life, people with control issues, they're like controlling certain things, are that way because they're not controlling something else in their life that they should be. Every time I talk, that light goes black, so it's definitely a message for someone. You're controlling something in your life that doesn't need to be controlled, and you're not controlling something in your life that does need to be controlled. You need to balance that out, and then that will help heal you and any health issues that you may have going on. And when that happens, those aren't going to heal right away. It's going to take a little bit of time. It's not going to be a magical moment where you do something and now you're all better. This card reminds us that you don't need to lose hope because you're hoping for a good state of mind, but that good state of mind is already in your heart. So you should be hoping for this exact moment that we're living and making this moment the best. And if this isn't the moment that you want and the future you want to live, then you need to ask yourself, what do you need to do to make this the future that you want to live? Graphic smoky quartz lets us know that you don't trust yourself or other people, and you need to release yourself of old emotional baggage and get rid of those emotional toxins that are staying in your body. Memories and situations from your ancestral line that haven't been dealt with get passed down. And each generation has the opportunity to end that cycle, and it does get worse and worse and worse to a point where someone does get to the level where they just have to face it because it's so miserable not to. So many people are like that there has to be change. And if you're that person, then you need to trust that it is the right decision. And if you don't do it, then you're leaving it up to people younger than you and doing just what your family's doing, or whoever we're talking about. Obviously it's someone's family because I said that. If you don't take care of it and just leave it for someone else, you're just like the people that you have to deal with. I hope that doesn't sting too much, but if it does, you really need to consider that. My happiness is a direct reflection of the level of faith in the universe. If you're depressed, that's because you don't have faith, which we already saw from the other cards, that you don't have trust in yourself or other people. I think you're really depressed, and it's because you feel like you're stuck in a situation that you can't get yourself out of. But remember, that's just a mindset. You can get yourself out of it. If it sounds like it's really painful to get out of a situation, that just means it's very, very painful what you're living in. When that gets so painful, it makes everything else seem hard as well, because that's the life that you're living, and that is a hard way to be living. That can exhaust you and really take a toll on your health. In every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking and the energy of love. Each day is a new day to start over, be strong, and find out what you're going to do to be healthy. When you're on a journey of finding health, even whenever you do get to a point where you feel great, you're still going to feel bad some days. Everyone still feels bad some days. You can't get hung up on your journey of healing, or even if it's business or relationships, you can't get hung up on the failure part, because you're the only one that is deciding your failure. And you only decide that you failed when you give up faith, and you need to keep your faith. Quote to meditate on: let those who have done good repeat it over and over. Set your mind on it, for happiness is the accumulation of good. Make sure that the thoughts that are going over and over in your mind are positive ones, because that will be what comes into your reality. And if you're repeating these thoughts into your head, let them go. Release these thoughts, because that is what is going to help you overall. Even release the thoughts of you not feeling well. Every time you have a thought like, I don't feel good, I feel great. Every day I feel great. I wake up feeling great. Say something 5 times to your one negative thought. Your affirmation is, I have everything I need right now for an abundant life. I'm pretty sure the last moon cycle somebody pulled this card and I did mix them up. So that'd be neat if you got that pile. Have faith in the universe. Trust that you always do have everything that you need. And you're always making the right decision, even if it seems painful. All right, Amethyst pile, I hope that healing message resonated with you. If it does, give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next moon sign reading. All right, if you picked this pile, you picked Rose Quartz. Rose Quartz stands for unconditional love, self-care, and comfort. The mantra is, I deserve love and comfort. Offering love to others can seem much more comfortable than offering it to ourselves. So it seems like you're not loving yourself enough and you need to give yourself a little more love. That's the story of like almost all healing, to be honest. But some cases in particular can just be solved with a little more loving yourself. You're beautiful, you're smart, you're awesome. Less of whatever feed you have going on in your head of communication. When I get the Golden Healer card, I very much get like Chiron vibes, like wounded warrior. Usually this is a person that is stuck in their wounds. They're stuck in their pity party because the pity party matches to their life. Some people throw pity parties and it's like, hey girl, you need to get over that. But Golden Healer, they have parties to throw, but they can get stuck at them and not want to leave. And you need to understand that whenever you're a Golden Healer, your superpower is surviving all of that and then taking what you got from all those situations and you share one of them with this person that has it. You share your other situation with that person that has it. You help this person. Already you've helped 3 people get through hard moments in their lives just because you've had to experience them all, which isn't very fun. Your skills are needed. A lot of times when we go through those kinds of situations to learn healing, that's because you can't learn how to heal that through any other way besides going through it and experiencing it and getting through it and spreading that with energy, love, and word of mouth. This card lets us know that you get stuck in the daily stressors of finances. That's normal. We're here on Earth. Everyone has that. We don't like feeling it. We don't like being, poor, basically. We don't like having to wonder if our bills are going to get paid, if we're going to get penalized, punished, blah, blah, blah. No one likes that. And it seems like you might be getting stuck in that world a little bit and forgetting that you're an energetic being, a really strong, powerful life force, and a powerful healer. And this energy that you're spending here, worrying about bills and money, and here, throwing pity parties, could be spent spreading love and healing energy to other people that need it. Happiness is your birthright. No one is meant to come here and just live this sort of life and like, yeah, my purpose, this life was just to come here and suffer. Hope next one's better and maybe happier. That's not what it is. Everyone has the opportunity to have like a terrible life and everyone has the opportunity to have a great life. And some people look better off than other people. And that's why we shouldn't really judge a book by its cover, so to speak. I feel very abundant in my life, and some people might agree, and some people might not. Some people might say, well, I have more of this, so I'm better off. But that's not the mindset we should have. What's abundant for you? Find that out, and then go for that, and stop getting stuck in your past life that you couldn't even control. Usually our problems stem from a time period when we were stuck living with our parents and couldn't even get ourselves out of the situation. Energy flows where my intention goes. So your attention, if you put your attention towards the bills and the stressors of the daily life and everything that happened to you a long time ago and everything you've gone through, that's where your life's going to stay. So you need to put your energy on How can I transmute this energy into something positive? How can I take my past times and help someone else get through a tough time? Because I've already been through it and I know the suck. And I know how to get through the suck because I am through the suck. I'm here still. And I can help someone else because sometimes people do go through suck. They feel so lonely that they don't make it through. And if we all speak up and let everyone know, like, hey, everyone goes through the suck. This is how I got through it. This is what I do. You did maybe try that. Like, maybe it could start working and we can all connect more in that regard. But it has to start somewhere. Even if you donated 300 pots of cooked food 3 times a day, it could not compare to even a fraction of the merit from just a moment's love. So all this effort you're spending to make sure the bills are paid, food's on the table. Okay, we do need food on the table, but there's certain things you're focusing on that you think you need to provide for your family. You just need to love them. You need to spend more time with them. Happiness brings us to our dreams coming true as well. So do what makes you happy, and you'll get what makes you happy. Every morning I am born again. What I do today is what matters most. So a weird, morbid way of looking at things, I have a Scorpio moon, so I do this. It works. If you died in 5 minutes, how would you spend this next 5? Because do that anyway. Do that even though you're not dying in 5 minutes. After the 5 minutes, what are you going to do after that? Say it's tomorrow. How are you going to spend the day? Then turn tomorrow into a week and start living every day of your life like it is your last, and love the ones that are around you, that are here. You never know when people are going to leave. And then that's also what causes this pain. Just live in the now, live in the present, love everyone, and then you'll be able to get over this past pain. You are preventing future pain, which by your past, you should enjoy that statement. And I'm telling you can do this by living in the now and loving the ones around you that have stayed, trusting yourself and others. You can achieve more by giving out love and happy energy than stress and pain. Alright, Rose Quartz Pile, that's it for your Gemini moon reading. I hope it resonates with you. If it did, give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next moon sign reading.